Hey boys and girls, today I wanted to make an Eric Carle inspired piece of art. So, first step is I took all the tissue paper and I looked at all the colors and I wanted to make a colorful caterpillar. Now, we all know that Eric Carle paints his paper first, then waits for it to dry and then cuts it out. But we don't have time for that and a lot of you might not have paints at home. So, I got some tissue paper and I'm cutting it apart. Now, you have to be very careful because this tissue paper is very flimsy. It's pretty delicate. That's a good shape right there. Let's make some more. You'll have to excuse my fingernails, boys and girls. I was playing in some dirt. All right, that looks good. I'm gonna lay it out first so I see the shape of it and figure out where I want it on the piece of paper. Now I need a head. Oh, there we go. Wow, I'm fast. Now you might notice that the shapes aren't perfect, and that's okay. But what I wanted to do is make some spaces for eyes, so I very carefully bent it in half. I didn't fold it all the way, and I made some cuts. Ugh, this part takes forever. Let me fast forward for you. There we go. Now it's time to make some eyeballs, so let me fast forward this part because it takes forever again. Ta-da! Eyeballs! Now it was time for glue. I first took out my liquid glue and thought I'd try that, but the problem is it gets the paper really wet and it's really messy and sometimes the color smears. So I decided to go with a glue stick. Oh no, it dried out. I guess that's what happens when you leave glue in a classroom for months without kids using it. All right, I'm back. Let's check this stuff out. Is it good? Oh yeah, looks great. Now, if you put glue directly on the tissue paper, you have to go very gently and very slowly because this is very easy to rip. Another idea, maybe a better one, is to put glue right on the paper and then put the tissue paper right on top. Cool. I think you get the idea. Let's fast forward. Whoa, 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 right, let's add this head. And if you put glue down just right, it'll still be sticky where you need to put the eyeballs. Da-da-da-da, beautiful. I can't wait to see what you guys make. All right, boys and girls, here is Miss Amy's Eric Carle artwork. So she has that super awesome glue that goes on purple while it's wet, and then it dries clear, so she knows exactly where the paper is sticky. So she started putting on her tissue paper, and at first I didn't know what in the world she was doing. It was a mystery because I couldn't tell what she was making. The tissue papers we sent home are very small, and so if you wanted to kind of pretend like you're painting the color on paper, you could do what Miss Amy's doing. She's using the tissue as the color, and then she's going to wait for it to dry, just like Eric Carle. So you'll notice she kind of has sections of color. I see purples and pinks in one corner, blues and grays in another, oranges, and now it looks like black and gray. So you know what she ends up with? A very colorful piece of paper. I love that idea. And she flipped it over, and she drew some things on the other side to cut out. I wonder what kind of animal she's going to be making with these shapes. But isn't that such a great idea? She made a very colorful, large piece of paper, and now she can cut it into any shape she wants, even if it's bigger than the tiny tissue papers. Hole punch time! I wonder if you have any of those at home. This next part is really such a good idea. She's taking a black piece of tissue paper and putting it behind those holes, so it looks like the eyes are black. Do you have any ideas on what she could be making yet? Watch, she'll lay down the pieces. Ta-da! It's going to be a caterpillar. So she's going to lay them down first before she glues them. That's a good idea, so you can see if your pieces fit. Would you look at that? I hope I get to see yours.